Imagine finding a fully functioning smartwatch buried in the dirt alongside dinosaur bones. You'd probably think it was a prank, right? Or maybe proof of a time traveler who dropped their gear. Well, back in 1901, a group of Greek sponge divers stumbled onto something almost exactly like that. They were exploring a 2,000-year-old Roman shipwreck off the coast of a tiny island called Antikythera. Among the scattered marble statues and old coins, they found a crusty, green lump of bronze and wood. It sat in a museum for decades, mostly ignored. But when modern scientists finally looked inside that lump using 3D X-rays, they realized it wasn't just old metal. It was a machine. A machine so advanced that it completely shattered everything we thought we knew about human history. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're cracking open the mystery of the Antikythera Mechanism, the world's first analog supercomputer, and answering the biggest question of all: who on Earth actually built it? Let's get one thing straight right away. The Antikythera Mechanism is essentially a hand-powered model of the solar system, packed into a wooden frame about the size of a shoebox. It had at least 30 interlocking bronze gears, a large dial on the front, and 2 complicated spiral dials on the back. You would turn a crank on the side, and the gears would spin, calculating the exact positions of the sun, the moon, and all 5 planets known to the ancient Greeks. It tracked the phases of the moon. It could predict solar and lunar eclipses down to the specific hour, years in advance. It even had a little dial just to keep track of when the next Olympic Games were going to happen. Why is this so mind-blowing? Because gear technology like this simply did not exist anywhere else in the world. We didn't see clockwork this complex pop up again in Europe until the 14th century. That means whoever built the Antikythera Mechanism was a full 1,500 years ahead of their time. It's exactly like finding a modern smartphone sitting on a desk in the Middle Ages. For a long time, historians flat out refused to believe it was real. They thought it had to be a modern clock that accidentally fell off a passing ship and landed on the ancient wreck. But the metal, the ancient Greek writing stamped all over the gears as a sort of user manual, and modern dating methods all prove it was built somewhere around 150 to 100 BC. So, how did this happen? Did the ancient Greeks just forget how to build supercomputers? Basically this. History isn't always a straight line of progress. Sometimes, human knowledge takes a massive step backward. When the Roman Empire eventually collapsed, a lot of this highly advanced Greek technology, math, and engineering was completely lost to war, fire, and time. The Antikythera Mechanism is just the one lucky piece of tech that survived because it was safely hidden at the bottom of the ocean. It proves the Greeks weren't just sitting around in togas talking about philosophy, they were doing master-level mechanical engineering. But that brings us to the ultimate mystery. Who was the genius who actually designed this thing? The device didn't come with a signature, but historians have a few prime suspects. First up is the legendary mathematician Archimedes. You know, the guy who figured out how to measure volume in his bathtub and ran down the street naked shouting, "Eureka!" Archimedes was brilliant with gears and math. The Roman writer Cicero even mentioned that Archimedes built a mechanical globe that modeled the planets. The only problem? Archimedes died in 212 BC, long before the ship carrying the Antikythera Mechanism sank. It's highly likely the device was built by his students or based on his long-lost blueprints, but he didn't build this specific box. Our second suspect is a philosopher named Posidonius. He actually lived on the island of Rhodes around the exact time the ship went down. Rhodes was a major hub for ancient astronomy and engineering. Again, ancient records tell us Posidonius had a very similar planet-tracking machine in his workshop. But while Posidonius might have owned it or ordered it to be built, historians don't think he was the mastermind behind the crazy math hidden inside the gears. That points us to the real star of the show, suspect number 3, a man named Hipparchus. Hipparchus was basically the ancient Greek version of Albert Einstein. He is widely considered the greatest astronomer of the ancient world. Here is the smoking gun that points right at him. The moon doesn't orbit the Earth in a perfect circle, it moves in an oval. Because of that, the moon appears to speed up and slow down as it moves across the sky. Hipparchus was the guy who mathematically figured out this lunar anomaly. And when scientists X-rayed the Antikythera Mechanism, They found a tiny, hidden pin and slot gear designed specifically to mimic that exact wobble of the moon. It is Hipparchus's signature mathematical theory, perfectly translated into bronze hardware. We might never find a receipt with the creator's name on it, but the Antikythera Mechanism stands as the ultimate proof of human brilliance. It wasn't aliens, magic, or time travel. It was just an ancient genius sitting in a workshop with some bronze, a file, and an incredibly deep understanding of the universe. It makes you wonder, if the shipwreck had never been found, what else have we completely forgotten about our own history? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this dive into the past, hit that like button, subscribe for more mysteries, and I'll see you in the next video.